Hi friends, hope you all are doing great. Friends, I have come to you with a new book which many of you might have familiar with this book, and this book is the great Kalam's book, Kalam's autobiography, Wings of Fire. Friends, I want, I deeply request and sincerely request you all should read the book Wings of Fire. Hope you might have heard about this book, or some of you, those who are very fortunate enough, might have read the book Wings of Fire. And those who heard about this book, Wings of Fire, this is very valuable book, life-changing book, if you take it in the right perspective. So, those who heard about this book, please do read that book. This book, Wings of Fire, I request the students and all the students, be it in schools, be it in colleges or universities, because your career is in making, your life is taking shape. So this is the moment you have dreams with you. This is the moment you have goals with you. So you have aspirations, ambitions. Okay, how to achieve those goals? You'll get beautiful life skill lessons through this book, Wings of Fire. This is one of the best book which we all should read. Now, coming back to this book, Wings of Fire. What is this? It's a very simple book, friends. It is, though Kalam, we know, is a former president of India and is a very popular scientist of the world. A book is written in so simple language, and this book was written along with Arun Tiwari, who happened to work along with Kalam sir more than a decade. Now, this book was written so simple, in simple language, that even a sixth class student can understand it without any doubt. Who have a little clear idea how to read and write. If reading habit is there, so my request is that sixth class student onwards, anywhere, please do read this book. Now, what is this? What this book teaches us? The first chapter, orientation, first section, this first section, orientation section, just it consists of around 30, 31, 32 pages. This section will transform our perspective towards our life. Our perception towards life transforms because slowly, when you are reading through between the lines, we'll get a message of the value of the family bonding, the value of parenting, the respect towards parents, and their care towards us. We all will come to know this. So, the first section mainly deals with orientation section deals with Kalam's early childhood. Too, he will become a scientist. Now, very beautiful anecdotes are there, life-changing anecdotes are there, valuable messages through that we can get. Kalam was born in Rameshwar, a temple town, and his father Jalaluddin and mother Ashiyamma groomed him in such a way that though they're born in a Muslim family, they have equal respect and what you call regard to all religions. So, in fact, Rameshwaram main temple priest Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri and Kalam's father Jalaluddin were Jainul Abidin. Kalam's father Jainul Abidin, both were closest friends. Jalaluddin is brother-in-law. So, Kalam's father Jainul Abidin and Rameshwaram temple's main priest Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri, both were closest friends. So we can see the best of the religious bonding. So differences were not there. In that kind of atmosphere, he was born. Kalam was born and brought up. And once it happens in the book, you will find that Kalam had a Muslim attire, and Lakshmana Shastri's son, both were friends, best friends. They used to sit in first row in the classroom. A new teacher comes to that school, primary school, where at Rameshwaram Primary School, and that new teacher, observes that Kalam sitting along with the Orthodox temple priest's son. So the teacher couldn't digest that and asked Kalam to sit behind rows. And this pains both Kalam and Lakshmi Shastri's son. They were crying, but they can't do anything, right? So they will go to their home, they will explain the same thing to their respective parents, and next day Lakshmi Shastri will summon the new teacher and will warn that don't instill this kind of differences among the young minds. That was the maturity level, that was the understanding level. Just compare that scenario to the present day scenarios, friends. Because God, there are various what's called ways to reach God. God is only one. That is what all the religions will say, right? So these kind of examples we'll find. And since childhood, how early morning Kalam used to get up along with his father. He will go to mosque and then to classes, and along with his brother-in-law Jalaluddin, who happened to be the first mentor for Kalam, and then Shamsuddin, one more relative. So both these personalities, apart from parents, Kalam's parents, they have shaped the personality of Kalam. In fact, it is Jalaluddin, his brother-in-law, first time he explains to Kalam about the latest happenings of Rameshwaram around the world. At that time, World War II is going on. And then little Kalam will come to know about the scientific developments of the world, regarding outside developments of the world through Jalaluddin. Here, Kalam's ideas slowly take shape. And it is Jalaluddin who says education is very, very essential in order to grow. In fact, in the small temple town Rameshwaram, it's the only Jalaluddin who was in a position to read and write in English. And that level, at young level, Kalam got an idea about his career. You want to study, you want to get into the scientific field, technological field. And then after Rameshwaram Primary School, he will go to Ramanathapuram. And then graduation, he will finish in St. Joseph College, Tiruchirappalli. And then finally MIT, Madras Institute of Technology. Actually, the admission of Madras Institute of Technology, then Kalam realizes that after completing BSc, to reach my goal to become a scientist, this is not my area, I need to get into MIT. So it's a setback to Kalam. Again, in spite of that, he will take an admission test and he will take admission into Madras Institute of Technology and he will get admission. But unfortunately, in order to join that, they have to pay 1,000 rupees fee in those days. And it was very, very difficult for Kalam's family to raise that fees. So how to join that institution? The dreams were shattering to join MIT. Then comes Kalam's rescue, Johara, Kalam's sister, who happened to be the wife of Jalaluddin. She gives her bangles and jewelry, and Kalam was very much moved, and he decides to give her back her jewelry after he starts earning. These kind of many incidences will be there, where the bonding between the teacher and student, bonding between the parent and kids, and all the relatives, friendship, all this, the first unit you will find. And then Kalam will become a scientist, and all the achievements you will find in this. There are many people who shaped the personality of Kalam sir. Now, apart from Jalaluddin, Shamsuddin, parents, the teachers, there are many people who inspired Kalam, like teacher Yeduri Solomon sir, and Professor Nasingarao, Professor Pandalai, and great scientist Satish Dhawan sir, and we have Professor Brahma Prakash. All these people, Vikram Sarabhai, all these people changed the life of Kalam and inspired Kalam. The beauty of Kalam sir is that he never, whatever he achieved in his life, he never takes credit for himself. And he says that All the credit goes to his parents, Jalaluddin, Shamsuddin, Sister Johara, teachers, and all the colleagues who worked along with him. In fact, why that much? The author, co-author of this book, Arun Tiwari, there is a beautiful bond between Arun Tiwari, one of the author of this book. Actually, in fact, it is Arun Tiwari's idea to bring to a shape of the book Wings of Fire. This book, Wings of Fire. After working, he worked with Kalam sir more than a decade. He was so touched. Kalam's once Arun Tiwari was not feeling well. I mean, his health was not in good condition. So he happened to admit in NIMS hospital in Hyderabad. At that time, Kalam sir is working in Hyderabad. So when he visits Arun Tiwari at the hospital, he will ask, because he will be moved. Kalam sir is so moved by seeing his state of condition, as he is in a critical condition. So Kalam sir asks Tiwari, "What do you expect me to do? What can I do for you?" So Tiwari sir takes Kalam sir's hand and, "Please pray for my recovery, sir. I want to finish some of your projects." It was so moving thing. This is what Arun Tiwari sir explains in the beginning of the book. And the whole night Kalam sir prays for recovery of Arun Tiwari. And then he transforms and he plays a crucial role in bringing out the missiles later stages of, after recovering from that. Like this, many beautiful incidences you will find in the as you proceed through the chapters. Like first chapter, orientation, then creation, propitiation, contemplation. Like these four main sections are very valuable, friends. I wish those who want to make it big, or those who want to realize your dreams, or those who want to have a good guide and philosopher, and who will teach the purpose of life. If you want to know the purpose of life, because you are born for a purpose. You are born for a purpose, and there is a meaning for your life. There is a meaning for your life. You are not born to lead an ordinary life. You are born, remember, and believe strongly through to the core of your heart that you are born with a purpose, and to realize that, how to follow. And what Kalam sir says that whatever challenges you are facing, that in fact came to elevate you. So never lose hope. Kalam's life itself is an example, friends. Kalam's life itself is an example, friends. So please do read this book, Wings of Fire. Very beautiful book. Or else, if you want to listen in a form of audiobook, beautiful audiobook is also available in the YouTube. Just 1 hour 15 minutes. Thoughtfully you can sit and read that. Listen to that YouTube version also. It's really must and read book. So I hope you all read this book and get inspiration from the life of Kalam, because he himself, his life's journey from Rameshwaram to Rashtrapati Bhavan itself is a very inspiring one. So let us all read the book. I request you all should read the book and get inspiration from his life, and we will also transform our life on the path laid by Kalam. Wishing you all great success in all your endeavors. This is Durga Ramanta signing off.